I am Mary Steele, and this is Dr. Sandra Lane, and we're starting a holistic cancer support group. Sandra had breast cancer last year, and I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer this year. When I was first diagnosed, my doctor handed me a brochure, Sloan Kettering, of their integrated healthcare unit, and everything on there was offered right here in our own community. And I knew about that because I'm a holistic nurse and a Qigong instructor, and I knew who to call, and I had a lot of support, and I knew the wellness tools to access. And I don't know if you want to say anything. Sandra was a godsend to me, and you, Joe, and
I think we both realized that we were so fortunate to know all of these people that did all of these therapies and that were considered complementary and alternative, and not everyone has that benefit. So that's what we wanted to do this for, is to inform people, give them ideas, and plant a seed possibly for some of their own healing in between their doctor visits, which can be a long period of time, in between your visits, in between your treatments.
So this isn't taking the place of standard traditional medical care. What it is complementing it. It's really teaching people how to be co-participants in their wellness and giving people tools on their healing journey. So each month we will have a different speaker from the community, different practitioner, and they will teach different things. So it could be on Reiki, could be on not eating genetically modified foods, on how to juice, on what integrated energy therapy is. So there's so many things that we want to present. Sandra and I both know the multiplicity of a cancer diagnosis.
Ooh.
Because we like that word.
Yeah.
Because it's very complex, and go through a lot of emotions and what to do. And what we were saying is we want to teach people wellness tools. So it's not in place of your traditional care, but is to complement it. And I'm short of breath because I'm recovering from metastatic breast cancer, and I'm recovering my lungs. So when I start exercising a little bit, like walking and talking, that's why I'm trying to catch my breath.
So the purpose, I think you missed, is that we're just trying to inform people about alternative therapies. We've both been in the alternative therapy field practically all our adult lives, so it was second nature to us, and we know that not everyone has that ability. Like, not everyone knows what reflexology is or has a practitioner that they are friends with that does it. So that's what we're hoping to form, is a community of people that will support both the patient and the caregivers in some alternatives and ways that you can help yourself feel better.
So each month we want to have a different speaker from the community and just teaching different topics. And it could be on yoga and Tai Chi and nutrition. We have a guy who does healing drumming circles, and he studied with a guy out in near Pittsburgh, and a neurologist started studying this drumming circle, and he was surprised they weren't really getting a healing response. So he worked with a music therapist and tweaked it, and people started getting these amazing healing responses. So this drummer knows the protocol, so that's going to be one of our future circles. And later does feng shui. We have a caregiver's coach, and we have a list of people, and we'll give it to you afterwards. Okay, so Sandra's going to start with a meditation.
Yes, tonight's meditation and Qigong. If you're not familiar with meditation or you haven't done it, it can be a little uncomfortable at first for some people because they think, oh, I just can't do that. And all I want to do tonight is introduce you. I'm bringing in a healing meditation, which is a little bit more advanced than just a beginning meditation, but I think that you'll get a taste of what you can do if you focus and just focus on relaxing.
And we just want people just to, support each other in this time. And
I think one of the things that Mary and I both experienced was a community came together for us. The people that we knew and loved and people that we didn't even know came together and really helped us. And I think in today's world we've lost that a bit. I know that lots of people get a diagnosis and they don't have anyone there for them, a sister or, whatever, a husband or wife. So anyway, we're going to start this meditation. Again, it's a healing meditation. I'm going to talk about light and breath and some really simple things. So at first I just want you to relax with both feet on the floor and relax back into your chair. Get as comfortable as you can. You can take your jacket off if you'd be more comfortable. And I just want you to close your eyes and begin to feel your body relax and sink into the chair. Begin to feel your mind relaxing and to forget all the day and all the past. Forget any discomfort you may have experienced getting here tonight, coming into a group environment like this. Take a couple nice, slow, deep breaths and try to relax more into your current surroundings. Feel safe and relaxed. Take a nice, deep breath and feel your body relax even deeper into the chair. Let your shoulders down. Let yourself relax. Take another nice deep breath. And with the exhale, just feel your body sink deeper into the chair. Please repeat silently the following statements to yourself. Now it is time to focus on my own, for my own well-being. I visualize myself stepping out of my physical body. I feel myself being above, looking down at my physical body. I begin to feel myself radiating a healing golden light to myself. I focus this golden light into my heart, filling my heart. And now I feel this radiating and overflowing the heart and traveling into the veins and arteries. I feel and see this golden healing light flowing through every part of my physical body. And everywhere that this light touches, it is healing and rejuvenating. And it feels very positive. This golden healing light is cleaning away toxins and injecting new life and energy into my physical body. Because I love myself. And my desire is to experience health and happiness. And now I focus on my stomach. I send a golden green light to relax and heal the stomach. And feel this golden green light fill the stomach and see the light being absorbed into the body. It's being absorbed into the body and becoming light energy, filling the body with this golden green light. It is transforming the light into energy and filling the body with this golden green energy, healing every part of the body. My body is filled with this golden green healing light. Now again I look at myself, I look down at myself, and I send a blue light. I send this blue light to all the organs, and I feel this blue light healing them and filling my body with this beautiful, relaxing blue light. And with this blue golden light, it removes all toxins and any negative energies, thoughts, or attitudes that I may have. And I see my body being healthy in the present and in the future. And I radiate out this blue, golden, healing light to myself and to the world, and wish good health and happiness from me to every person. Allow yourself to stay in this blue light and energy for a few minutes. Breathe nice and deeply. Feel it touching every part of your body. And imagine that it's touching every part of your community that you're involved in, and that you live in, and the people that you love and care for. As you bring your awareness back to the room that you're in and the people that you're with, you can open your eyes slowly and come back around. Now I went through that rather quickly, but that is a really nice healing meditation. I will put that on. Hopefully we'll be able to click on it on our Facebook page and just play it again if you'd like to. So that's meditation. I have a paper that I made up with 100 benefits of meditation. These are proven, documented benefits of doing meditation on a daily basis. And I'm going to give the floor to Mary.
Okay, I guess I'll give the chair to you. So we're going to do Qigong, and you're probably thinking, well, what is that? So, and pardon my breathing, I'm recovering from that. I was on oxygen for like 6 months and got off the oxygen tank in December. So anyway, but I am a Qigong instructor, certified Qigong instructor. And Qigong is an ancient Chinese self-healing practice. It's approximately 5,000 years old. Qigong is made up of 2 Chinese words, Qi meaning our vital life force energy, which infuses everything in the universe. So you don't have to worry about finding Qi, it's there, okay? If you're alive, you have Qi. So you don't have to worry about finding it. And then Gong means to work or to cultivate. So basically you're cultivating, your life force energy to make it more balanced and free-flowing. And how we do this is through breathing, which I can't wait to be able to take a full breath, through rhythmic motions of our body, and through our mindful intent. So it really is a moving meditation. It takes you out of that fight or flight state, which is the sympathetic state, into the parasympathetic state, which is the relaxation state. That's the state where your blood pressure is lower, you're digesting better, you're sleeping better, your heart rate is lower. So it puts you in a healing state. So basically, with Qigong, you are creating your own healing elixir. You are creating the elixir of long life with Qigong. And I really feel like this really helped me through my darkest times, because I had this Qi that I was pulling on, that I had cultivated all these years. So anyway, I'm just going to show you some just really easy ones. You guys can just do it sitting there. Richard, you may have to put your cup on the floor. Richard?
He's still meditating.
But I will hand these out so you can see what it is. So in our bodies we have energetic highways. They're called meridians. And you've heard of acupuncture. And these meridians come out from different places in the body, little vortexes of energy. And that's where the acupuncture points are. So we're actually going to start with, let's skip for Joe. Kidney 27. So this is the end of the kidney meridian, and where it's located is right below the clavicle. So you're going to find 2 indentations, one on the left and one on the right. So there's like little indentations. They're right below. Somehow I think they're going to be below your clavicle. Okay, so you should be below this bone. All right. So if you feel that, and we're just going to massage that. If you want to do it with your thumbs, your fingers, whatever's more comfortable for you. And what this is helping to actually energize your body. But also, sometimes our energy is supposed to flow a certain way through our meridians, our energetic bloodstream. Sometimes they can flow backwards. This is helping to get that going the right way. So I do this every day. I massage these. And sometimes they can be really tender. That means you really need to massage them. Okay. So this is how I start my morning off. I'm laying in bed, and I just start massaging my kidney 27 points. Okay. And the next one I have on there is the thymus thumb. So when we're born, we have a nice big thymus gland. As we get older, it gets small. But what it does is that when we make our T lymphocyte cells, the bone marrow makes that, and then it goes to our thymus gland. So we want to tap it to stimulate our immune system. So that's in the upper part. It's above the heart, and it's in the upper sternum. So we're just tapping that. And this also can help the energy. It also can be, like if you are prone to anxiety or something, this can help. And there's other points that can help anxiety if anyone's having that. When you get a cancer diagnosis, it's like, oh my God. Okay? So that's the thymus thumb. And the next one we're going to do is called moving yin yang. So you can do this sitting, you can do it standing. I'm going to have all you guys just sit and relax. But if you could put both feet flat on the floor, okay, because we want to optimize the flow of energy. Okay, so what we're going to do, sometimes, sorry, my lungs cut out. We're going to take our left hand, we're going to place it just by our upper chest area, and have the fingers relax. So in Qigong, no tension. If you do it wrong, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you just don't want to have tension. All right, now the right hand is going to be in front of our lower abdomen. So they're not touching. And again, fingers nice and relaxed. If you can have your back straight, that would be really good. And I'm going to have you visualize the golden column of light from the top of your head all the way through your body to your perineum. So just visualize this golden column of light. And now what we're going to do, we're going to take our left hand, and the left hand is going to just rise up nice and gently, and now it's going to just come down right in front of you. And now your right hand is going to come straight up, and now it's going to come down. Now the left hand comes up. And you can just do your regular breathing. And in Qigong, they say if your mind is full of thoughts, it's difficult for the Qi to flow. So if you find that you're thinking an awful lot, then I'm just going to ask you to just visualize a beautiful blue sky. Just see this beautiful blue sky. And the slower you move, the more Qi you can build up. That's usually difficult to do, moving really slow. So as I said, Qigong is a moving meditation. And it looks like we're not doing much. But our bodies are relaxing, the Qi is flowing. If anyone's having any pain, then alter what you're doing. Maybe you don't need to raise your arms so high. In Qigong, if you're having pain, then that's contrary to what Qigong's about. If you're in pain, you're not relaxed. So just alter whatever you need to do. 2 more at your own pace, nice and slow. And then our last one. And then we're going to place our hands on our lap. And we're just going to pause. Just take a moment. Sometimes when you do Qigong, you could feel heat in your body. You could feel tingling in your body. Sometimes you can feel like little ants crawling on you. Or just like weird little pops with your muscles. Sometimes you can feel cold. So these are all different signs of Qi. Okay. The next one we're going to do is called flowing hands. Flowing hands is a really nice one because you can do it standing, sitting, and lying down. And you can also visualize it. So if you feel really sick, you can just lay in bed and just visualize your body moving, and you just do the breathing with it. Okay? So we're going to start with our palms facing up. And the palms are just going to flow up. Again, wherever is comfortable. If you have shoulder pain, don't go high. And now the palms face to the earth. You're going to come down. And then you're going to scoop around your chair. Just scoop around. I know you don't have much room. In Qigong class, it's at the karate school. We have lots of room. You can really do a lot with your arms. So this time when we go up, we're going to inhale. So we're going to inhale through our nose. And then palms come down. We're going to exhale through our nose. So this is meditative breathing, which is normal breathing, where we inhale and exhale through our nose, so we don't have to think about anything. And then we come down. Scoop around. And we're going to inhale up. And exhale down. Now this time, if it's comfortable, we're going to add another thing. We're going to go up on the balls of our feet. And what this is doing is just adding a lymphatic pump. So our blood, and then when we come down, we're going to put our feet down, but just curl our toes up to the ceiling. Again, if this is uncomfortable for anybody, then don't do it. We're going to go up on the balls of our feet. And then as we come down, the feet come down and we curl our toes. So the blood has a pump, which is the heart, but the lymph, we need to move our muscles, and deep breathing will move the lymph. And we inhale up. And exhale down. And if the feet become complex to you, then just skip the feet. So it's this balance of the yin and the yang, the earth and the heavens. And then we'll do 2 more. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. And our last one. And then exhale. And we'll place our hands on our lap. Again, just pausing And hopefully you're starting to feel more relaxed, just more calm. Okay? And if not, that's okay too. So the next one is called Heaven and Earth. With flowing hands, if you want to do it standing, it looks like this, coming up and then coming down, just scooping around. This is a nice one to do before bed. It's not a very active posture in Qigong, so it's soothing. You don't want to do anything too active before bed. And then again, it's also really good just being able to just lay down. Some days we don't feel well, and you can just do it in bed. And some days you feel so horrible you can't even move. But you can just, as you visualize your arms going up, you breathe in. And then as you visualize your hands coming down, you breathe out. And there were days that's what I would do when I was in bed. But it's hard when you couldn't breathe because you couldn't really sync all that up. But it's really nice to do. The next one on there is Heaven and Earth. I really like this one. I like to do this one standing. This one I do every day. Sometimes in Qigong class, because we do things longer in Qigong class, I just feel like I'm not even here. It's really funny. It's like a weird feeling, but like you're just so deep in a meditation. So with this one, we're balancing that energy. We have this channel called the Central Tai Chi channel, and this connects us to the earth and to the heavens. And we want this to be in relative balance with each other. But in our world, it's really hard to do that. But this helps. And that also helps to clear blockages in different energy centers. And so this is a nice and easy one to do too. So, so this one, we're just going to gather the earth energy and we're pulling it up through our body up to our heart center. So it's not our physical heart, but our heart center in the middle of the chest. And this is known as the middle dantian, and that translates to the elixir field. And then we're just going to, I know you're really close to each other, sorry.
We can spread out.
But,
Spread out.
If you're up to standing, we can do it standing, but if you're going to sit,
over there, right?
then just please. So in Qigong class, we actually, a lot of us do it just with socks on. I mean, besides our clothes, but not shoes. So anyway, it's just, you just feel more of a connection, I think. But with this, we're just going to, you can bend if you want. If it's painful, then don't even do it. We're just pulling the energy up to our heart center. And now we're gathering that heavenly energy coming down through the top of our head, and it's coming down to our heart center. So in Qigong, we do visualize a lot of things. So we're inhaling. Maybe later we'll have some. And then we'll exhale, coming down through the tops of our head. Inhale. And exhale. And we inhale. And inhale. Oh no. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. hands by our side. I'm going to ask you just to pause and just tune in to your body. Just notice what you might notice. You might feel warmth in a particular part of your body, or coolness or tingling. And hopefully your muscles are starting to feel relaxed. Okay, we'll have a seat. So my teacher that I studied with said there are 3 healing promises of Qi. The first one is that it's free and it's everywhere. It's in our food, it's in our air, it's in our water, it's in the trees, the animals, the plants, it's in us. So you don't have to look for it, you found it, it's there. The second is that if you do it, you will receive benefit. And the third is even if you do it wrong, you still will receive benefit. So there's no worries to doing Qigong, it's just feeling relaxed. And there's a story I want to share, it was on NPR, a story about these Tibetan monks that they meditate and meditate and meditate. And they were arrested, and the Chinese would torture them every time they would try to meditate. And after a while, they couldn't meditate anymore. And some kind soul from Boston sponsored them to come over, and how we got them to be able to meditate is through Qigong. We just started doing Qigong, and they were able to finally, still their mind. We have over about 50,000 thoughts going through our mind every day, and a lot of it's in the past, useless things, future, fear, and that all depletes our Qi. So meditation is a really nice thing to do, and if you can't meditate, Qigong is a really nice thing because you're getting out of your thoughts and you're focusing on the movements and on your breath. So this last one I want to show you. Yes?
I wanted to say one of the reasons why...
This is my husband. He's
one of the
karate
reasons
instructor.
why, even if you can't reach out and do it and you can make it move by thinking, is energy always follows your thoughts. So that you really don't, if you can't do the movements, you can still do the Qigong just by thinking and moving the energy with your thoughts. And this is applicable to, if we keep positive thoughts, that moves energy in a positive way. And if we step into the fear, which is what Qigong gets us out of, then the fear feeds the thought, and it's a negative thing. So that's one of the things that Qigong is good, because we can get out of that fear state into positive thoughts and move things with our minds.
Thank you. The other thing that you did remind me of was with the thymus thumb. Our thoughts really will affect our thymus gland. And years ago, my mom, she was an amazing person, but she did energy testing, muscle testing, and she would say, Mary, think of a happy thought, and I'd have my hand on my thymus gland, and my arm, my muscles were really strong, and then think of something negative or of a person that upsets you, and it just weakens you. You can't even leave your arm up. So I guess the little thing we'd like to leave with you tonight is just watch your thoughts, because when you do get a cancer diagnosis, it's so easy to be in that fear, that terror, the depression, the grief. I mean, I went through the whole thing, and I wasn't helping myself. And I finally had to come to peace with, okay, I'm an eternal being, and if I die, well, I still live on. And I had to release my fear of dying. And once I was able to do that, I was able to start being really positive. And that really helped my energy and my healing. And so I just encourage you that, it's so easy to go that other way. And it can be a struggle to just try to find something positive. But whether it's an animal or a person or a nice memory, just try to focus on those, because those do help your immune system. And also, our thoughts will weaken different organs. So it's something I'd like to say. But this last one is called the Shi Shi Hu. And this was developed by a lady in China who had cancer. And she healed herself by this Shi Hu. I don't know what type of cancer she had or how advanced or anything. But we have 5 yin organs. These are our very important organs. It's the spleen, it's the heart, it's the lungs, it's the kidneys, and liver. And so there's a sound for each organ that vibrates that organ. So the spleen, besides it is our immune system, is so important. We both had nice rings.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, I forget.
No problem. And so it's also our energetic immune system. So the sound who vibrates our immune system, will vibrate the spleen. And so she just kept chanting who, all right? And then she added a breathing to it. So this is what it looks like. Who. So if you think about it, we only usually just take that first breath. Nice and shallow, okay? But when you take that second breath, you're getting more oxygen into your body. Okay? That is going to be very helpful for energy and for healing. And so our palms are facing up. And it may sound weird to you to chant who, you know, but it does vibrate the spleen. So you could be driving in your car and no one can hear you, and you could just chant it. Or you don't even have to do the hands. You could be driving who, and no one has to hear you, okay? So we'll start with our palms up, and inhale, who, 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 inhale, We'll do 2 more. So I don't know if everyone can.
Oh.
You know what? I was thinking, I know sometimes I lose count too, but that's
Sorry.
good. You were like in a nice
Yeah.
meditative state, so that makes me feel good. Anyway, so it's vibrating our spleen and it's working our lungs. So that is a very nice one to do, and it's very easy to do. So everything that I showed you is very easy. I think I have the directions pretty good, and if you like it, I teach a Qigong class Tuesday mornings at 9 a.m., 9 to 10 in Dalton. My husband and I run a karate school, Tara and Joe, like a karate family, and that's where I teach it.
Right, Rhonda?
We have our newest karate kid here too. So you just wear something comfortable. If you have tight pants, sometimes that's not very comfortable. So you just want to be comfortable for that class. And again, it's in Dalton, and if you want to do that, let me know. And if you want a private lesson, let me know. And the thing is, this may not resonate with you, and that's totally fine. Sandra and I were saying in the beginning that each month we're going to have a different speaker, and we're going to have someone who's going to do Tai Chi that may resonate more with people. We're going to do yoga, and so just so you can sample different things. We have energy healers that will be coming. I was telling you about this healing drum circle. We have a lady who does feng shui, and we know most of these people on this list. But when I first got sick, her name was Sibylla Lenz, and she came out to the house, and she just made my bedroom a healing bedroom. And she, found angels in my house and put them all in my bedroom. When I wake up, I'd see these angels looking at me, and she, cleared negative energy from the room, and she really helped me just keeping negative people out of, especially my bedroom, but really out of my house until I could heal. People would come to the house and they would be crying and so convinced I was going to die, that would, freak me out a little bit. And so it just helped just to, that feng shui about just having healing people around you, having people who make you feel better. That is going to help your immune system. That's going to make you feel better. So, what Sandra and I want to do is just give you tools. And some things you're not going to like, some things you are going to like. So what I like to say is you take the best, leave the rest. So we're going to present different things, and you can say, I like that. And I'd like to go find that person. And we're going to have a list of everybody. I actually have a list of people right here. And, sorry. At some point we're going to have a website. We want to make a brochure. And these people are all from the community. And then in April we're going to talk about cold laser therapy, which Sandra does, Dr. Sandra Lane does, and she came out and she would do that on me almost every day, and it would help with nausea, it would help with me sleeping, it would help with immunity, vitality. I mean, Sandra would say, I was a lump, I was just laying there like a lump, and she'd come out and help me. So the cold laser, so we just want to show you different things, and really to be co-participants in your wellness. And the way I feel, I'm not waiting for wellness to happen, I'm going for it. And, my day is full of healing, eating and supplements, positive thoughts, affirmations, and that's something else we'd like to do, is affirmations. And that's one thing I started doing that day. My body is strong, healthy, and vibrant. And my lungs are strong, healthy, and vibrant. And I say these things all day long. So if anyone's having a particular issue right now and you'd like to talk to Sandra and me, just please let us know. We might be able to offer, some pointers or something. So.
Tara also thought if you want to put your name and email here, we'll keep you abreast of what's happening that next meeting, so you know who's coming, and so if you want to, it's not required, but we'll pass
We
this
have a
around.
Facebook page. It's under Holistic Cancer Support Group, really original, but we're working on that. Sandra and I are working on that. My maiden name is Spring and her last name is Lane, so we're thinking maybe Spring Lane, Holistic Health Alliance or something. Just so. Did anyone have any questions about what we did tonight? About the meditation or Qigong? Or I do have brochures on Qigong and Tai Chi.
So people that can't sit and meditate do moving meditation, and it works for them. It's so different.
And then the Tai Chi, I didn't take to because I was so worried about my form.
Yes, there's a form you have to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did Tai Chi. I did try it for a while, and I liked it, but then I felt like it was like karate, where everything had you're trying to make everything so good. But that was my own.
Me too, and there was so much to remember. I was like, I don't get mad at myself.
Right, whereas Qigong you don't have to remember.
No.
But the meditation is like this internal Qigong, and the actual movement is external. So.
Because you're dealing with so many things and just doctor's appointments and tests that are being done and the time in between, and there's still laundry to be done and, you know, cooking to do and the house to be taken care of and all of those things, and then also just the chatter inside your head to have someone there and change your thinking and change what you're hearing and listening to. That's really important. You know, like Mary said, don't let the negative people in, you know, protect the person from that, and within their comfort zone, of course, obviously, but, you know, what you say to a person can really resonate and make a difference, you know, and what you focus on. If you focus on the disease, you'll move in the direction of the disease. If you focus on the wellness and the healthy cells that you have in your body, because you have lots more than you do unhealthy cells, you know, chances are the healthier cells are going to win and take over. That's what I believe.
As you go through a cancer diagnosis, we were seeing it's almost like traumatic stress disorder. You know, it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anything that reminds me of that time, you know, I just want to throw it out of my house.
I started
Clothes
gagging last
and-
night because
Yeah.
our mother smelled like Hershey Medical Center. I go, like, and she's like, what's wrong
Yeah.
with you? And I'm like, you smell like the hospital trades. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, I know. I know.
And that's why there's other things like oils. We have people that do essential oils that are helpful. Your sense of smell is one of the most deeply rooted things in your well-being there is. So, you know, scents stay with you forever. Like you remember your whole life what your mother smelled like. You do.
Like, we shouldn't smell like that all the time.
I mean, you know, it's a very, very deep tool that you can use in aromatherapy.
Yeah, and that's one of the talks is going to be too. Well, and we're not talking about cures, and to me, as a holistic nurse, there's a difference between healing and curing, and I feel like this is healing, you know, so. Any questions, any last comments?
Yeah, so next month we will focus on energy medicine, and the type of energy is light. I also have asked Rebecca if she would be present. She uses a Rife machine, which is a different type of energy. So hopefully she'll be able to explain the Rife machine a little bit and somewhat of what that does and how that can be possibly a tool.
I would like to make a comment, having seen Mary in different stages of her problem. I frankly have never been exposed to any of this before, and I am astounded to see the kind of progress in recovery Mary made. And I can only think that it's deeply cooked to all of these techniques that you're talking about, or whatever you want to call them. I don't think your recovery was a normal recovery. It was abnormally good.
Well, the oncology nurse, I mean, the paper said oncologist, but it was the oncology nurse, said my healing was dramatic. I mean, I was
Yeah,
in a
that's a
wheelchair
better
this
word.
summer with an oxygen tank, hardly being able to get to the bathroom, and it's down to 98 pounds. And, but,
And the same thing is true with Bruce, who had 2 hip surgeries, one on top of the other. And I had 1 hip surgery several years ago, and I know what it's like to recover from it as a normal human being. But he's like, that didn't come off quite right, but
He's okay with it.
I mean, he's like a man from outer space. He does one and walks away and has the other done a couple weeks later. Bing. And I can't imagine anyone recovering that fast. Now, please tell me how that was done, if it didn't have to do with your beliefs and your diet habits. So I think it's very, very, very powerful. Proud of it.
I think that's one of the things that really spurred me on to, you know, get the word out and try to talk to more people and get this information to people, because even though you're hearing it here and there, Dr. Oz and all of those things, you don't really feel comfortable with going out and seeking someone unless you have a little bit of knowledge about it. And hopefully that's what we're providing. And I think one of the things that, one of the parts of Mary's story that really spurred me on was the oncologist told her that he had a woman with the same diagnosis, doing the same exact treatment, chemotherapy, all of those things, and she was not doing as well. And I went, we missed a person, you know, we missed somebody. We could have probably helped her. Maybe not, but I think that having the tools that Mary had to do what she did, again, were essential.
The belief part of it, I think, is gotta be a big thing.
Well, Richard was undergoing treatment for prostate cancer, and he talked about fear, and he said, you gotta just let the fear go, because fear will impede your healing. And you know, you hear about it, but he would say that to me a lot, and it really made a lot of sense to me. And when you can let that fear go, your body can heal. It's not easy moving out of the fear, because you really have to trust. You have to trust, you know?
You don't feel safe in your own body when you have a diagnosis of cancer. That's one of the things that happens. You lose that trust. You lose that faith in your body's own ability to be well. You know, and you do lose
Can I
that
tell my little
confidence.
fear story?
Go ahead. Let's see, yeah, we're over 2 minutes, but I'll give you 2 minutes.
Okay, that's it. I had the hip done, and the next day I tried to get out of bed, not comfortably. A couple days later, I'm down the hall at the exercise room. And then I had the shoulder done, and this time it was a little faster. I got out of bed pretty. And I began to realize it's the fear of the pain was nothing, because I got rid of the pain before. So what am I worried about, you know? This pain is nothing. It goes. And everything heals.
So you feel that that's the difference between the hip surgery, which was your first major surgery, and then the
And then I had the other shoulder done, and the next day I'm up at the exercise room, sort of like Bruce. And I'm cracking jokes, and the people in the exercise room told the nurse in charge, she said, get this guy out of the room. He's a hospital spy. He's disrupting our recovery. And she said, listen, he's had just the same surgeries that you've had. Just as bad, just as painful. Their faces dropped, and they all shut up. There's the thing about fear. You know, I got rid of the fear. Look what it did. And Bruce never had it to begin with, apparently.
Become the man of steel. That's our listening.
You know, so it's a lot of it's inside you. Amazing, really.
Join us on Facebook at the Holistic Cancer Support Group. Let us help you find healing techniques to support you on your healing journey.